Hi everyone, it's me, Alma from twinsmommy.com. Please let me know that you're here and you can hear me and say hi or thumbs up. Alright, I'm so happy to be here right now. Woo! Alright, so for today, I'm going to talk about how to create blog topics quickly to help you grow your email list and your income. Alright, we're going to go into 6 things that I do to help me grow my email list and income by writing a lot of blog posts. As I mentioned earlier, that in the last month, I created 28 posts with 1,000 words each. That's 28,000 words in 30 days, and I can't believe that. So I thought I could share with you some tips that I used and some strategies I used so I can get those topics down quickly, write them up, and start sharing them and promoting them on my blog. Alright everyone, I'm just going to quickly check to see that I'm actually live. So let me just check real quick. I hope you guys had a great week so far. Alright, let's see. I don't see myself here. Oh, there I am. Okay, hi. I do see myself now. All right. There I am. Okay. Let's, I'm just going to wait just a minute or two to make sure that people start arriving and I can see your comments. Feel free to ask questions during this time. I know writing blog posts while taking care of your family, your little ones, is a struggle because you want to grow your blog and you want to get income from those posts and grow your email list, and you have all these ideas, at least I do, and you don't have the time. So I found that these 6 ways really help me get those topics quickly, and I'll share a little bit of my writing process about how to get those thoughts down quicker as well. If you don't know me, my name is Alma and I'm a freelance writer. I write for big brands and I've been doing it for about 3 years, so I've sort of learned a couple of strategies so I can write these blog posts for my clients that are an average of 2,000 to 3,000 words and get them done quickly for them. All right. So I'm going to get started, but I don't know if anyone can hear me or see me right now. So just say hi that you're here. And I do want to get started. So, okay. All right, let's go. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get started. Okay. So we're going to be talking about how to create blog topics quickly to grow your list and income. So what makes a great post? For me, these are the top things that help me read a post and want to share it and be engaged with a post. That, first of all, it's easy to read. And this means the type of language that you use as well as how you format the post. Oh, hey, Vanessa, thanks so much. I don't know why I always say if you can hear me and see me. Every time it seems to work, so thank you so much. So yes, it's easy to read. I visit a lot of mom blogs. I visit a lot of other people's blogs, and one of the things that I notice are big blocks of text. Reading online, it's hard to read big blocks of text with very little white space. So try to break up your paragraphs into smaller paragraphs and create a lot of white space in between your sentences so that it's easy to scan and easy to read. I think a great blog post, they're authentic and not necessarily generic. Now, don't get me wrong, I've written generic type of posts that you see everywhere on Pinterest or wherever. I actually recently did a couple of those. But as long as you have a personal story behind it or your own experience, you can change a generic post. For example, like 5 blogging myths. That's a popular topic for bloggers, and I have something that's related to that type of post that I've written. And I think I turned it and had a different angle so that it's not as generic as you see everywhere else. And authentic, try to tell your own story, try to weave in that experience so that people can start following you, because people don't follow blogs, they follow bloggers. So, share your personality. The biggest thing is the WIIFM factor with your blog posts. People go to read posts because it's something for them. So what's in it for them is what it means. So when your post can share a problem-solving technique to help them through whatever they're going through, then they'll be able to read your post, engage with it, and want to share it. So that's a huge, huge thing that I feel your blog post will help with getting more email subscribers and grow your income as well as your traffic, is when you can flip it around and think, well, what's in it for my readers when I write this blog post? And once you do that, then your whole blog post and angle will flip and change to help your audience. Okay. It has an incentive, so we'll go into that. And it's a way to grow your income, like I've mentioned. And it has a hook. So that's your introduction. So it has a hook, so something that you can get people reading in your post and not just scan it. Okay. Well, what about SEO? Now, for people who don't know what that is, that's search engine optimization, and that's blog posts that you want ranked on Google. Now, Google is one of the biggest search engines platforms out there. There's Bing and Yahoo, but for all purposes, let's talk about Google. And I know a lot of people are struggling in understanding SEO and if they should focus on SEO as a brand new blogger. Personally, my experience is I would say no. I wouldn't focus on SEO heavily, but you can get an understanding of it. So for example, if you want to explore some keywords, you can use a general keyword and then long tail keywords. Long tail keywords are phrases. So instead of saying you have lawn chair as a keyword, a long tail keyword would be a green lawn chair or green picnic chair for your deck or something like that, where you just sort of string a phrase, and Google will find posts that relate to that exact phrase. You can start using similar words and phrases in your post. So for example, you have seasonal allergies and you want to talk about some great seasonal allergy tricks that you've used. You can talk about hay fever. You can talk about the neti pot. Those little keywords that Google knows, well, this post is about allergies. And some other ways you can place those generic keywords in your title of your post, the URL, the image name, that's important. Start mentioning it in the first paragraph, in your subheadings, throughout your blog post in a natural way, and use related keywords throughout your blog post. So, like I said, I don't focus, even now after having to inspire for 2 years, I don't focus on SEO and actually writing for a keyword, but I do occasionally. And just to see the difference. So let me go to my Elna Kane site. This is my freelance writing site. My blog on this is geared for Google. So I get most of my traffic through Google, none through Pinterest, barely, none through social media. But I don't focus on keywords, just on freelance writing. But recently I wanted to rank for freelance writing portfolio in Google, which I already do, but I wanted this post to rank as well. So I put it in my title, freelance writing portfolio, and I talk about it in the first paragraph here, and I bolded my keyword. So a portfolio, that's the general keyword, very vague, very general. And I talk about freelance writing portfolio. And then what I do is I start displaying it on my subheadings in different ways. So freelance writing portfolio in this subheading, freelance writing portfolio here, build your portfolio, And then from there, I talk about other things. So weaving those different ways to say, for me, it's hard because my Elle McCain site is just about freelance writing. So I'm going to mention freelance writing about 1,000 times in my post. So of course, Google knows that my blog is about freelance writing and I'm ranking for that on Google. But for Twins Mommy, since I have a lot of different topics, I don't necessarily work on keywords because my traffic comes from Pinterest. But I did for this particular post, I went into my Google console, search console, and noticed that people were trying to find me using the term, I think it was start a mom blog or something like that. So I wanted to rank for that. So in this specific post, I did use keywords. So start a mommy blog was a keyword. So I have it bolded here. Starting a mom blog is a keyword. And then I go into different ways of saying that as well in this post, so that Google can start understanding that this post is about a mommy blog. I don't really say mommy blog too much, but this is what I was using. All right, so generally though, my posts do not focus on keywords. And I don't think you should focus on keywords. It gets too complicated, and then you start writing because you want to put that keyword in, and it doesn't become very authentic. So something like this post, I was not, no indication of ranking for anything on this. Grow your blog traffic is such a huge term that I probably naturally talked about growing your traffic in different ways in this post, but I highly doubt it's going to get ranked in Google. There are different factors to get ranked in Google. For me, my stock photos, so free stock photos, is what Twins Mommy is ranking for, one of the keywords, and I wrote that post a long time ago. So somewhere around here, not free stock photos, sorry, feminine stock photos. Yeah, here I am. Feminine, and these two posts that I created are the first two here in Google. But I created that a long time ago, and so you can see it took over probably a year to get those ranked. And in all honesty, those keywords aren't related to Twins Mommy much at all, but I'm trying to weave that into my content strategy and making that work for me. So, but anyways, I'm going off on a tangent because I can talk about my idea of keywords forever. If you guys have any questions on that, just let me know. All right. So yeah, you can, like I said, don't focus it on too much. But if you've been blogging for a while, start thinking about SEO and start thinking about those keywords to start weaving into your posts. All right, so let's think about the 6 ways you can come up with blog topics. My number one strategy when thinking of topics for Twins Mommy is to use Pinterest. Okay, I want you to type in your keyword and see what the popular topics are. So for example, let's go into let's do breastfeeding. Okay, that's a common topic. So breastfeeding. Okay, so breastfeeding. And let's dig deeper. And breastfeeding and milk supply. Let's do something like that. All right, so I want to talk about increasing your milk supply if you're breastfeeding. Okay, so you can see that the number one pin is about doubling your milk production in 2 days. Foods to increase breast milk. This is just generic about ways. So I'm looking at these to give me some ideas, and I'm looking that it looks like it could be a good topic. There are so many titles here that people are searching for breastfeeding and things about breastfeeding. And you can see that like fenugreek is something that people search for, that exact term. That tells me that I'm going to use that in my blog post. So what about coming up with 10 yummy foods to increase milk supply for new moms? So in that title, I want to focus on new moms, milk supply, and I'm going to use the keyword sort of as increase milk supply for Pinterest. And then at the end, what I'm thinking as a way to grow your income is start including those affiliate products associated. So fenugreek would be one, and any other supplements that you would recommend to increase milk supplies. you can put in this post. All right, so that's for me what the basis of these topics will come up with. So the next big thing is you want to create a series or theme on your blog. This is the number one quickest way to come up with at least 2 months worth of content. And this is exactly what I did on Twins Mommy in December when I was busy with family. I came up with 12 Pinterest tips very quickly. I wrote them down and I was able to create content around that and a blog post around that. So let's say you have a parenting blog and you want to talk about meal planning. It's January. This is a perfect opportunity. You can even go into this in February. And you start thinking about meal planning. So maybe your first post will be something about what you need to start meal planning. And you can offer a meal plan items checklist, right? So if someone's just starting about learning about meal planning and an efficient way, you can give them this handy checklist so that they're on the right track. And you can even include items, affiliate products, like the Instant Pot and things like that, or a bread maker or whatever. You can include that as sort of the items in your checklist. Another idea could be saving. So how to save $200 a week with a meal plan. Again, when you search on Pinterest, you'll see these topics that surround meal plan, and saving money is a big topic. So having a post on that and finding ways of how to save $200 a week with a meal plan. You can go into a specific post about a specific affiliate product, like your Instant Pot. So 9 Instant Pot recipes for family your family will devour. This is a perfect post that you can create, put it on Pinterest, have your affiliate link in it, and you can even take pictures of your own Instant Pot as a way to be more authentic. Another post, 12 make-ahead freezer meals for busy moms. Again, it's a theme that you can create. You might be using the same type of freezer meals that maybe you used in another post. And that's okay. And then finally, you can do a whole 30 meal plan for rapid weight loss. So again, with meal plan, other keywords are weight loss. And then with weight loss, the whole 30 diet seems to be a real popular diet. So why not come up with a topic about that and have an incentive of 7 whole 30 meal ideas so that people can pick that up and grow your email list. So for me, this was like the number one quickest way to come up with a lot of blog topics. Of course, we'll go into how to write those because that's a lot of posts to write, right? I totally understand that, but at least you have the content and the ideas. All right. Well, next you can also create a theme, and this is similar to a series, but it's a bit more general. So example, you can, let's say February, you want to talk about organization or tips to save money, or maybe you want to do a DIY craft month, and that's when you want to do all your best stuff, the best crafts for toddlers, the best crafts for girls, the best crafts for school or whatever, and put your affiliates products in those types of posts. So here's an example for saving money. So again, do this one thing and save hundreds every month. You can put whatever that one thing is, and it's an affiliate product. Maybe it's a budgeting app or something like that. Oh, and that's another topic I have here. For some reason, I'm into budgeting apps. So 5 budgeting apps to help big families stay on track. Again, use up an affiliate for one of those apps. So creating a theme can help you organize your content a little bit easier, a little bit faster, and you can start thinking ahead about the type of products that you want to start promoting in that post. My second idea here, 47 frugal living hacks for big families. Have a checklist associated with that. So people can sort of have that on their fridge and like motivate them on the things that they can do to save and live a frugal life. So I hope this all makes sense. For me, like I said, these are ways that I use to create content quickly. And then you want to invest in social listening. This is another great way to figure out what your audience wants. So reading your blog comments, Facebook posts, email lists, replies, and see what your audience wants. This person here started a blog 2 weeks ago, and she's struggling with promoting and getting it out there. So she's finding that there's so much information and it's overwhelming. So she wants someone to recommend any resources that's super basic for bloggers. Now this is a perfect blog post idea for beginner bloggers. So your top ways to promote your content for brand new bloggers, something like that, right? And you can tailor it to your own niche. It could be for parenting bloggers. It could be for food bloggers. It could be for craft bloggers. So find a way to tailor that to fit your niche, that you can help other mom bloggers as well, if this is your core audience. Another way is through email. So I get emails all the time for my freelance writing site. So in this email, the subscriber wants help in creating samples so she can pitch to freelance writing jobs. And again, that was one of the other reasons why I created a way to build your freelance writing portfolio, to give more help to these subscribers. All right. Another thing you can do is go to your Google Analytics. Now, if you're brand new to blogging, this may take a couple months before you find some popular blog posts on your site. But when you do, go to Google Analytics, go to Behavior, go to Site Content, and go to All Pages. These are my top 4 high-ranking posts on Twins Mommy. And based on that, I have already created posts around those topics. So for starting a blog, I've created several posts about starting a blog. For making money, I've created several posts about affiliate marketing and ways to make money. And then as well as for Pinterest tips. I did my whole 12 days, so now I have a whole bunch of Pinterest tips to help people that come to my blog from that one post about growing your Pinterest followers. So that's great. So now I know what my audience is seeking, and I'm helping them with the more related content on my site to keep them there longer. And again, this is a great way because you know what people are searching for and what they want help with the most. All right. So let's look at some ways to create this content quicker and not have you spend hours each night after your kids go to bed writing these posts. What I like to do is repurpose content. Again, that's the fastest way to get multiple pieces of content everywhere, and you don't have to recreate it every time. It's perfect for moms. So my favorite ways are to turn a blog post into a Facebook Live, or vice versa, to turn a blog post into an email, or to turn a blog post into an infographic. And that's my favorite way lately, is creating these infographics for my blog posts. And here's an example of one that I created recently. Which blog post do you create infographics for? Find which ones are popular in your Google Analytics. Find which ones you're getting notifications for, and then you can create infographics for those posts. And I do that easily with Canva. They have templates, and I just sort of use those and add my own colors and the font. It's a different font. And there you go. It doesn't have to be like super pretty, but it has to be sort of bright, and people look a little bit, catchy, so that when people scroll, they can see it. And my last tip is writing the post. As far as different things that you can do is, if you need to research your topic, try to do a quick research. So again, that's what I was doing on Pinterest. So let's see. Let me go into Twins Mommy, and let's see what I can show you for creating a post quickly. I'm not going to actually write it, but you can get an idea of it. Okay. So I have some, what I like to do too is, if I have an idea, I either have a draft of just post ideas or actually make a specific post. So here's an idea of how to create a free course on Teachable. So I ran a quick research on Google of that topic and wanted to find the steps on what to do. Actually, there was a different one. oh, here, this one. How to create a resource library on your blog post for free. So I went to research to see, well, you can create a WordPress page, and then you can protect it, and then you can sort of find a way to add your links through a plugin or some kind of fancy way, which I'm still sort of sorting out on what the best approach is for that. But I went and did a quick research on Google and on Pinterest to find what people are doing, and that got me some ideas of the actual steps, and then telling them my story about a resource library and how that helped me grow my email list quicker. So I write it out on my WordPress backend, and then from there I can start thinking of a topic for my introduction. So in my introduction, I have to think of their pain points. So right now this post is geared towards email list building. So I'm going to talk about that, and one of the things that I do is ask a question. So, are you I'm not going to say new blogger, but are you a blogger struggling to grow your list? Now on Google, list building is a keyword, so I'm going to try and weave that into this post. Grow your email list, things like that, because that's what this post is focused on. And then I can talk about WordPress and creating a resource library and content upgrades as other possible keywords. So this is how I hook my reader in, is asking a question about their most pressing challenge or problem, and then I go into how to help them through that. So that's typically what I do. You can quickly create your outline using subheadings. So again, that's what I did in that post, what the steps were. So those are going to be my subheadings. And then keep your introduction focused. So again, as I was saying, you can tell a story. That's always fun. I do that sometimes. You can ask a question to relate to your audience in the first sentence. And that's what I did by talking about a challenge and problem. So for me, those are the 6 ways that I used to come up with content quicker. I don't know if anyone has any questions. I breezed through that pretty quickly. Hi, there I am. Hi everyone. So I hope that will help you. I know if you have little ones trying to find time here and there, try doing that. Try setting a time to research, and then setting a time to create outlines, and then setting a time to create your intro, setting a time to do your pin graphics. And you can sort of do that and bulk up your content that way to do it quicker. So I hope that helps. Thank you for joining me. Now, if you have any questions in the replay, just post them down below and I'll get to them. Oh, hey Sarah, thanks. Oh, I'm glad that helped. I want everyone to succeed, because I personally feel that the more content they have, it'll help you attract more readers and more traffic and more income. Okay, everyone. I will talk to you later, and have a great day. Bye.